Okay, before I show you how we cook these beef ribs up this weekend, I'd like to show you this picture of a standing rib roast. It's a funny story. I always thought I couldn't buy beef ribs in Savannah, but we went down to the butcher shop anyway, down at Publix in Savannah, and asked the butcher there if they had beef ribs. He said no at first, and then he told us he does have them, but they're attached to these ribeyes, and he likes to sell the ribeyes at a better price. Of course, they make more money, and he cuts them real close and usually cuts most of the meat off the ribs. So we talked him into cutting us some ribs off of there and leaving a little bit of meat on there for us. And usually they either throw those ribs away or cut them up into singles and sell them like that. So if you're having trouble buying beef ribs in your city, just talk to your butcher and get them to cut you some off of those that standing rib roast that they cut the individual ribeye steaks out of, and see if you can't talk them into leaving a little bit of meat on those ribs. So let's get right into showing you how we cooked them up.
Hey, I'm Danny Cougar with Pitbulls Up in Smoke, and I'm down here cooking with my good friend Bill Anderson from Chatham Artillery. And what we've done is we've gotten some Moore's marinade, and we did the Moore's marinade au jus that you can find at BBQcoach.com. If you go there, you can get his book, and the recipe's right in there. And we've got some beef ribs, and they're fantastic when you use this recipe right here with Moore's marinade. Take a look at these ribs right here. Now, they've only been in here a couple of hours, and you can see that one there is just black pepper and coarse salt. That's the one I'm cooking. And Bill's is over here with a nice crust. Bill, what you got on that crust?
Oh, some jalapeno and some poblano peppers.
Poblano peppers.
And the Southwest rub.
Southwest rub. He loves that Southwest rub. Well, he don't leave home without it. Kind of like me and Moore's marinade. So, we've got the Moore's marinade injection on there, and we have some baked potatoes with coarse black pepper and coarse sea salt wrapped up in some tin foil. Man, I just love that stuff.
Corn on the cob too.
Oh, corn on the cob, and we got some corn on the cob that we're going to smoke, and I made a special little dip that we're going to go over in a little while, and I'll see you guys. Those are my ribs that I seasoned up with coarse black pepper and coarse salt, sea salt, beef ribs, of course. And these are Bill's, and you can see that he made a little pesto to go on top of that with a couple of different types of peppers and whatnot, and I'm sure he'll go over that in just a little while. But man, that's looking fantastic.
Remember, these are beef ribs, not pork ribs.
I'm doing mine the Kansas City style, you know, just plain old black pepper and coarse salt. And
dinosaur bones.
Yes, sir, boy, they good. Here's the corn. We just put the corn on. Let's put a little butter, some salt, some black pepper. Got the corn on there. And we got the potatoes down here.
What temperature you cooking at?
I'm cooking at 250. 250. And as you can see, the meat's looking good.
Here we go.
Nice beef ribs. I keep pinching off pieces. I can't take it.
We're cooking the beef ribs at 250 for about 5 or 6 hours, and the corn and taters about 3 hours. Hopefully they'll be done.
And I'm going to take and wrap mine in foil here in a little while with my Moore's marinade au jus.
Cool.
And you can get that at what's the name of that website?
BBQcoach.com.
BBQcoach.com. That's right.
See y'all back here in about 3 hours.
All right, we're back, and we're getting these ribs off. They've been cooking for 5 hours, and I'm gonna pull them off. That's the one we got sitting there. It's a little basting sauce that I made separate. Here's these are the ones that Bill did with a nice crusty seasoning on there. Let's see what these came out with. Now these we set in the we put that Moore's marinade au jus in this thing. Wrapped it up in tin foil and foiled it for about an hour. Moore's marinade. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Wow.
That's some good stuff there now.
They really pulled back a lot more than the other ones, didn't they?
Yes, sir, they certainly did. Look at the pullback on that. Nice thing, the nice crusty one here, and the Moore's marinade special edition right here.
Interesting.
That's
the difference between foiled and unfoiled.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's the foiled right there.
Foiled, and you see the pullback on that. And then you can see the pullback on that foiled.
Well, yours sure do look a lot better. We'll see how it tastes.
We'll let you guys know in just a little while.